What's going on, people? It's your man Filth of the Earth TV, and we got some more diabolical UK politislop for you, man. Right now, regarding this twink they've pushed up in there, Andy Burnham. He's no good. Yeah, he's no good at all. He's not the only one, they're all no good. There'll never be one that's any good. I'll tell you that for free now. Yeah, if I could make a poly market, will the next PM or president be any good? I'd vote no all day. They're rubbish. Yeah, they're plants. It's a man in a drag, man. Fake. You see that allegedly. Come on. Anyway, we've got this breaking news. Right? I didn't know this until recently. Yeah. Apparently they're releasing dangerous predators back into society because of overcrowding. Right? Watch this here. Diabolical work.
Good morning. The Prime Minister is reportedly prepared to explore every option to keep PC Andrew Harper's killers from early prison release, despite previously suggesting he was unable to keep them behind bars.
So watch this here just quickly, right? So Burnham comes out after he got pressed. Initially, he said, well, nothing I can do about this one, sorry, bud. Right? That's what he wanted to do, right? Yeah, I've looked at it, there's nothing really much I can do for you here, sorry. Obviously, public pressures come, and now he's like, oh, I'm going to do everything I want. Why didn't you say it the first time, right? Why was it only public pressure that took you to say, yeah, I'm going to do everything I want, everything I can, sorry. You see that? What's that about? I'll play it again, because you need to hear it. Come on.
Good morning. The Prime Minister is reportedly prepared to explore every option to keep PC Andrew Harper's killers from early prison release, despite previously suggesting he was unable to keep them behind bars.
So you was unable. Yeah, I'm not unable, not interested. Now I'm going to do everything I can. I'll tell you what will happen. Nothing will happen, right? Or he'll make an exception for the Harpers. They do this bait and switch, right? PC Harper, I think this article goes on to explain it, but essentially he was a policeman who was obviously wrongfully killed. Yeah? Now they're saying, well, we'll make an exemption for him, but if all the other predators can pop out there, right? So they bring these schemes in, like releasing prisoners, like said no one ever. Yeah? Said no one ever. The only ones I want to see released is maybe the tax cheats, allegedly. Let them out, maybe, because what really is that, right? Some low-level, whatever that is. If you didn't pay your taxes, let them out. No problem with that. Not really a crime, allegedly. Yeah? The rest of them, though, who really earned their position there, leave them where they are. In fact, I got another idea, but I'm going to pitch that in a second. Let's carry on with this thing here.
Lorna Shattuck is with me now. Lorna, remind us why this case is so controversial.
Well, PC Harper was only 28 when he was tragically killed in August 2019. 3 teenagers were fleeing the scene of a quad bike theft in a country lane in Berkshire, and PC Harper was caught in a strap behind the car they were driving. He was dragged for a mile or so along that country lane and obviously sustained fatal injuries. Now, the driver of the car was jailed for 16 years, and 2 others, Jesse Cole and Albert Bowers, were sentenced to 13 years for manslaughter. They've served half of that, but now the government's bringing in this early prisoner release scheme because of prison overcrowding, and those 2 will be among the 5,000 or so prisoners eligible to be freed under that scheme.
So wait a minute, let's make this make sense. Oh, it's overcrowding, so they've made an early release scheme here. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, right? Anyway, so wait, they were making an early release scheme, and you're going to put these guys in there. They was robbing whatever they was doing, fine. Then, listen, when you're in the commission of a crime and someone goes Pete Tong for somebody, oops, that's it. These guys should be at the bottom of the list. And it's not just about these guys evil. I'm worried about this case. The police officer case gets a lot of media attention. What about the other 5,000, man? God knows what they was doing, right? Yeah? Manslaughter or not, it's one of the higher crimes. Yeah, straight like that. In fact, I've got it in my top. It's got to be in your top 5. You've got touching people who shouldn't be touched. That's up there. You've got rubbing people out, which is what these guys did. I mean, you can take it however you want to take it, which is worse, which is not. What I know for a fact is, these guys should... Come on. There's got to be a long list of people. I don't know, let's say someone gets caught with... I don't know what they lock people up for these days, but come on. You can't tell me manslaughterers are at the top of the list of people you could... Oh, we got to get rid of 5,000 people to free the prisons up. Why would you start with these guys for? And again, who else is slipping through? That's what I mentioned earlier about the bait and switch. Whilst the public is distracted with this case, oh no, the police manslaughterers are going to go free. I'm worried about the 4,999. What was they on? Right? We don't know what they was on. What predators they're setting out. Because to set the bar up, yeah, we need to free prisons up. Listen, there must be people in there. I don't know what you've done. I don't want robbers on the street either, to be fair. So I don't know where you... Let's have a look. Let's break it down. What are the statistics for UK convicted crimes? Prison... Wait, that's the wrong way of looking at it. What is the breakdown of UK prisoner? I'm trying to work out... Prison... I'm trying to work out who's in prison for what, is essentially what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you didn't pay your child's maintenance service, whatever they call it, your child payments, let him out first. 5,000's not a big number. The population in prison must be 100,000, so start with them guys. Oh, you didn't pay your child support, let him out. Yeah? Come on. And the funny thing is, you ain't even put the right guys in there. That Ed guy, the BBC presenter, he should be in there. Put him in there. Take someone out who hasn't paid their child welfare support. Take him out, right? I'm not saying anyone should do that, but that's not a jailable offence. It damn sure isn't when the prisons are full. We see that. We ain't letting manslaughterers and robbers and dusties and scruffies out. Yeah? You was robbing a quad bike. You've robbed out a police officer. I don't sit here flicking myself off over the police, but at the end of the day, he's doing his job. He didn't deserve to die for that. That's what we do know for a fact, and hence, you've rubbed him out. I'm not saying you meant to do it. End of the day, you got to do your 15 years ain't long. You'll be out at 32. Is it ideal? It wasn't ideal that the police officer don't get to live his life, so suck it up. Yeah? Not interested. You played yourself out of your position. What are these crimes? What are the list of crimes people are in prison for in the UK? There should be a list, right? There should be a list of this one. I'm going to tell you what they should be letting out about. We're letting out the manslaughterers and God knows what else they're letting out. I mean, it's burglary. I don't want them out either. They're scruffy. I don't want... You know what? Scrap all this letting people out because it's full. Yeah? It's all scruffs on here. Motoring offences. It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. You actually, apparently on here, you have to be in prison for a reason. It looks to me like. I'm not going to lie. Or maybe it says here, prisoners serving time for breaking court orders. Breaching post-sentence supervision. Bail violations. Maybe let them out. But then again, if they've got bail violations, I mean... The underlying sentiment here is I'll take my friend's word. He said 9 out of 10 people are scruffs in prison, aka they need to be there. Yeah? Taking that into account, I'd like to say, people who have violated their bail should be... Again, they're not understanding civilization, are they? What it is to be civil. So you don't really want them running around, right? The judge has given you an order. Listen, I don't like being told what to do, either. That said, if I got caught for a crime, I would take my cap off, put it in my hand. Yes, balls, no balls, because you ain't going to win. Unless you're going to row max and crash out, and listen, that is what it is. There's no point. What you can do be an edgelord and break your bail conditions. So the fact people can't help themselves, that tells me they ain't smart enough and or civil enough to be here, and hence... I want to start a new movement. Yeah? A new movement of deportation max. Yeah, seriously. Just deport all these crusties here. Because really, it's like, licensing recalls and... What was it? Post-sentence supervision. They're just not... They're in and out of the system, man. The only guys I hear complain about bail conditions is because they're in and out. Me and you wouldn't... or even if you had one offence once, You don't really hear them people complain about bail conditions and bail violations because they got it the first time. They heard it loud and clear. It's only jailbirds who are in and out every day that have a oh man, the bail, bro. Or they call it parole. Oh, parole, bro. I'm on parole, man. Yeah, you hear it in America more so. Oh man, this parole officer. Because they can't get right. There's something wrong with them. They can't just listen to instruction. Yeah? You're finished? You're in the government's care. The best thing you can do is keep your head down and become civil. But those that don't get that, what do we do with them? Yeah? I told you before, we need to buy land in Africa or anywhere. Buy land and create hard labour camps. Yeah? Do you know how cheap land is in Africa? And how much of it you can have? Heaps of it, man. Buy some moody mining land. Oh, you know what? You don't even have to do that. Just let them farm for themselves somewhere, man. Ship them all off and let them serve their sentence out there. It'll be cheaper. Less aggro. All this managing and they have to do with this lot. I'll tell you what we definitely ain't doing, though. If we ain't sending them to hard labour, we ain't doing this one here. Oh, it's full, so you can all just hop out and have a free-for-all. That's what we're definitely not doing. Yeah? About overcrowding. Prisons are overcrowded. Because people ain't learning the lessons. That's half of the problem. And you get all these kind of lefties and whatnot. Their heart's probably in the right place. They say, oh man, it's hard, bro. I heard someone say it's really hard to get a job after coming out of prison. Yeah, you're not going to work in corporate again. Right? But I looked it up. You can do any trade with a criminal background. So I ain't trying to hear it. All my friends I know who are in trades, they're crying out for people to work hard. No one wants to do it. So I ain't trying to hear that. What criminals mean is, oh, I don't really want to work hard and I want a bunch of money. That's what it comes down to. Oh, I want something for nothing. Oh, man, I got out of jail, bro. I looked it up. To become a scaffolder, they don't even do background checks. Same as a brickie. Same as anything. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, yeah? And I'd love, you always hear on these kind of Channel 4 documentaries, they say, oh, man, I got out of jail, bro, and I can't find a job. Not once have any of them documentaries. They've said it. I've heard it said, oh, it's hard to find a job. I've never seen them show any evidence. Like, look, guys, I applied for my, CS card to become a scaffolder, and it got rejected. I've never heard that. It's just words. Oh, it's hard to apply, because they want it given to them. They want to sit around, smoking bush, and wait for their phone to ring. And then they're 20 minutes late when they're serving up. They're not even doing it properly, like I said before. Yeah? That's what they want to do. Bum around, smoking bush, and waiting for the phone to ring. Not a proper job. So what I suggest we do to rehabilitate these men, wholly, right, is give them something to think about and work for. Get over there to the Congo, in the cobalt mines, and swing that axe. I ain't trying to hear about early release because it's full. There's plenty of cobalt and rare earth minerals that need to be mined. That's a fact. Yeah? And you guys have got too much energy riding around, robbing a quad bike and pissing around. To way too much energy, man. Underemployed energy at that. Right? So get over there in the sun. This isn't even a punishment. Yeah? This is just listen, civilization's been doing this for longer than it hasn't. Yeah? But some of these cats have a lot of energy. They talk a bit too much. And I got something for that. It's not a punishment. It's to get you right. Because this thing here they've got, in and out jailbird, oh bro, the bail conditions, bro. Complain. I'll give you something to fucking complain about. And it won't be no bail conditions either. Yeah? It's gone too soft. Everyone's crying and complaining. Oh, it's not justice, bro. I haven't got any mental health support, bro. I'll tell you honestly, I swear to God now. All these guys who are in and out of the pen, yeah, give me a week of swinging that axe, and you find all this wickedness and all this energy for doing BS and not doing a proper job they've got would disappear. I swear to God. You'd hear no more about mental health, because they'd be fucking knackered. They'd be goosed, man. Mental health, not all things. Obviously, if you're paranoid, schizophrenic, it's a bit different. But most of these things, it's laziness and a lack of direction. And that axe will fix that. Yeah? Nobody's depressed when you got to swing an axe for 10 hours a day, man. Because that's the last. Depression's the last of your problems. You best believe you can't wait for your bed. Yeah? That's what you can't wait for. There's no depression about it. And I have to be honest, I'm not saying I've suffered with depression. But I can tell you this for free. My best days, yeah, is when I've done some proper graft. That's the honest truth, man. It just turns all that noise you've got, which criminals often apply to messiness. All that noise you've got will be drained out because all you want to do is get some food and go straight to bed because your back's sore. Pause. No, I swear to God, I wouldn't have believed it myself. I used to work in corporate. Corporate's no good for your mental health. A proper good day's honest work does your soul good, which makes sense if we look at humanity's history, right? Most of the time, you was out there doing whatever you was doing all day. You weren't just sitting around sucking a vape and watching TV. Oh, I'm depressed and I can't motivate myself. You got to eat. There ain't no time for that shit, man. So all these cats here who can't get right, and we can't house them. To be frank, I'm sick of the taxpayer having to pay for these goofballs anyway. I know this guy. He loves being in jail. Seriously, he loves being in jail. No joke. And the worst thing is, yeah, check this out. What did he do? He ended up juking someone with a Gordon Ramsay. He juked him, yeah? Only in the butt, but still, he couldn't wait to go there. And apparently, when you commit certain crimes, because you're a high risk offender, they actually sort your accommodation out. He got out and got a flat. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm an honest working man. I'm not saying I want a handout, but it makes you question things, doesn't it? It's like, they're giving you, and they say, oh no, we got to help him because we got to reduce him reoffending. Too much lefty slop, man. Yeah, too much lefty slop. Well, we got to help him so he don't reoffend. Oh, fix that. And it won't be no fucking housing to fix it. He'll be over there swinging his axe until his back gives out. That's what he'll be doing. It will sort these guys out. Because when they get back here, yeah, they'll be so grateful to go to a scaffolding site. When you've been swinging an axe for 10 hours a day, you'll be so grateful to do one of these other jobs. You see what I mean? You become grateful then. That's what you do. Because listen, that guy bumming around watching TV all day, I swear to God now, he bumming around watching TV all day in his new flat. That's the truth. That's a true anecdote I know for a fact. No, we got to make sure we give him the best chance to succeed. He don't even want to succeed. That's the worst thing about it. Right? So we should take away their choices to or to not succeed. You get that axe and you swing it. And you participate. Because you were given a chance at the easy road and you couldn't help yourself. Doing everything but what needed to be done. So get over there, man. That's how we fix this problem. Yeah? Oh, but he was born here. Don't matter. You've lost your right to participate in civil society. And we don't want to be paying 70 grand a year to have you guys pissing around in there, getting blowies off the prison staff, getting blowies, filming videos. You seen them as well. Everyone's got a camera having a whale of a time, smoking spice, bullying people as well. You see stupid videos in there, people slapping people and that. It's like, what? You know that? You seen them videos? People pissing around in jail, doing God knows what, right? You know you're paying 70,000 per person for them to have a whale of a time. And then they come out. The worst thing is they come out and say, oh man, it was the worst time. It was the worst time, but they got their back 6 months later. It couldn't have been that bad, could it? Let's try it, right? Let's see how bad these men are. And I put to you that there'll be some percentage that are crazy. I'm not even sure it's possible though, but maybe. There'll be some tiny marginal percentage that are legitimately crazy. I put to you 99.9% of these reoffenders, once I've sent them over there for a few years to swing the axe, they'll be straight as they'll be straight as an arrow, man. They'll keep their head down and keep quiet, because if they don't, Prime Minister YB has got something for you, man. I really got something. And it won't be sitting in a cell, reading magazines, watching TV, playing video games, smoking spice, getting a blowy off the prison officer. Some proper work. Proper, honest, hard work is what all these men need. Yeah? And we've lost that. Even the youth here. You see, these sausages, it's all a bit of a laugh now. Parenting is all a bit of a laugh. Right? Yeah, let's go and rob this quad bike and have a bit of a bez. You're not instilling proper values in them. In general. Scruffs. Scruffs are proliferated. The parents think it's a laugh as well. You see that? Yeah? If I had kids, I'd tell them, listen, you're going to keep your head down and you're going to work hard. The only thing I can guarantee you in this life is some proper hard work. That's it. Don't expect nothing else. These new age parents, oh, you can be anything you want. You can be a TikTok idiot. And when you puff your kids' heads up with falsities and nice Disney dreams, that's what I believe causes depression. And it's done in the right... It comes from the right place. All parents would love the best for their kids, but you have to tell them cold, honest reality, so they set their expectations low. That don't mean they can't be all these great things, but prepare them to be, stone skint and working hard, which is how humanity's been since time began, right? Instagram ain't real. Fucking hard work is real. That's what I can guarantee you. I can't guarantee you Ferraris and putting on your penthouse. I can guarantee you some fucking hard work. Right? That's where the depression comes from. These kids, you can be anything you want. They get to 18, they turn out, actually, you can't. Actually, you will just be a joke bloke. Actually, all this you see on Instagram isn't real, and it's not going to happen to you, most likely. Right? I can't. That's why they can't motivate themselves, and I had that myself to some extent. I felt like I couldn't. What was the point trying to do anything if I can't be the top guy? It's the wrong mindset to have. Yeah, and I'm glad I've come. I actually enjoy a proper honest day's work, if I'm honest. I'm not even gonna lie. It makes me feel good. Yeah, it makes me feel like the ancestors, man. And there's nothing wrong with that either. In fact, all these ponces pissing around. I'm on Instagram, bro. All these chicks and OnlyFans. Yeah, I wouldn't even want that. To try and be, you know what I mean? I'm a somebody, bro. I've got a Ferrari, bro. Ferraris are for girls, man. Yeah? I want some proper hard graft. That's what I want at the end of my day. Because, listen, if the Ferrari was all that, most of these millionaires and billionaires are miserable. That's why they're posting all down Instagram. Yeah? When I've done a proper hard day's graft and I get home, I feel content. I'm like, whoa, that was some real shit there, man. Good for your soul. They call it yard food, man. That's yard food for your soul. And I ain't playing. That's what it does. All this computer wanking. No good for your soul. Sitting there clicking fucking buttons for some rich geezer who's pissing around somewhere. Fuck him, man. Get on some proper graft. And all these scruffies, send them to the Congo. Yeah? That's exactly what they need. Sitting here talking about, we haven't got enough room. And that's another psyop as well. Sorry, that's another side slop. We haven't got enough room for prisoners. So we have to build more prisons. Wrong answer. Yeah? A bunch of land, some wooden shacks, and rice. That's all you need. That's all you need, and ship them all out there. Right? And the second time, you just lose your citizenship and you're stuck there then. That's what I'd do. The second offence. The first time, I'd give short... I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd probably keep some prisons in the UK. First time offenders for minor crimes, you'd go there. Right? And maybe I'd fly you out for a week or two for the hard labour. Yeah, so they know what time it is then. The first time you commit any little crime, you get flown out there for 2 weeks to the Congo, and then you come back and serve the rest of your 6 months. I wouldn't give out long sentences. I ain't got time for that shit, man. The second time, you're over there for 5-6 years. And the third time, you've made your bed now, you're gonna lie in it. You know what time, you knew I wasn't playing as well. The problem is now, it's all a big joke now. Well, if I get in, I'll serve half time, and if I get in, they're gonna let me out because the prisons are full. Yeah? And even like financial crimes and whatnot. It's chances. What's the risk? Yeah? They don't even prosecute the real scammers, but even so, you got all these fucking Nigerians and whatnot running coups and that. Someone bumped me for too large as well. I'll fucking deport him. Just straight like that, man. I'll deport his sorry ass, man, cornball. Yeah, you ain't done a proper fucking hard day's work. What do you know about sitting there, again, computers, sitting there fucking clicking buttons and taking much money, man? I'll deport him straight up. Never mind no labour cat, I'll just get rid of him. Because they've been dusty, man. Sitting there preying on honest people. Yeah? I'm not even sure I'd send them hard labour. I'd just scruffies, yeah? You know what? Fuck all that hard labour. I'd just start deporting scruffs straight up. Listen. Yeah? Anyone who harasses or gets in the way of a working man is just deported like that, man. Especially if just deport them like that, man. Get them out of here. Because you in the way, man. We got shit to do here. Yeah? We ain't sitting around plotting up all day how we can run these little coups. We grown. You see that? Because look at these two here. Yeah?
Scheme. So understandably, PC Harper's widow and his family, as well as police officers, are very upset and angry about that. And now the Telegraph this morning is reporting that Andy Burnham is prepared to explore every option to keep them behind bars. Now, although no final decision's been made, it says officials are looking at carving out a specific exemption for Cole and Bowers, although that could be tricky because...
And that's what I told you. Oh yeah, people are kicking off about these particular guys who rubbed out the police officer. What about all the other ones no one's heard of, though? This ain't no good. Don't do that. Don't bait and switch. Andy Burnham, I believe, will come through on this one and say, oh, we've blocked it. But it's the bait and switch. Oh, well done, Andy, you've blocked that one. What about the 4,999 you've set on the streets? Yeah? Listen, England and UK needs a lot of things. It don't need another 5,000 scruffies to house. Right, that's what happens, for sure. If you go into the pen for a serious crime and you say you haven't got anywhere to live, they find you somewhere to live. How does that work? What's that about? I couldn't give off. These are grown men. I don't give a fuck if you got somewhere to live, man. Yeah? Deport them. Let them work it out. Sorry. I want somewhere to live on my own. Would that be okay? You see that? Come on, if you're handing it out, right? You get more help, and I'm sick of hearing people talk about mental health as well. Like everybody else ain't struggling. Do you see what I mean? Some of us choose to get on with it though. That's the only thing. Yeah? These guys couldn't help themselves, and that's the end of it. They're grown adults. I don't care about their childhood. Right, to be frank, I don't really care. Yeah? You won't be the first one. Oh, my child, half of their childhoods weren't even that bad, to be honest. They've all got fucking video games and PlayStation. Right? It's a standard childhood, most people. Obviously, some things can go a bit mad. But even so, right? Even if things did go a bit mad, at some point you got to be an adult and say, listen, it happened. I'm a grown adult. You can't let everybody else carry the weight of that. Right? You see what I mean? Oh, I had a bad childhood, so now I'm going to keep being in and out of jail and pissing everybody else off and getting everybody else's way. And driving like an idiot on the road. I ain't trying to hear it. I'm just not. I don't know what everyone else is trying to hear. I'm not trying to hear it. We're grown men and women. Right? And that's the end of it. Suck it up. Sick of hearing, my childhood was this and my childhood was that. I could say stories as well. My dad wasn't around till I was 12. I'm not going to sit there crying about it, man. You see these nuts there? They're hanging. I'm not sitting there bitching. It hasn't even crossed my mind what my dad or my mum never did or did do. It is what it is. What do you want? Do you want a medal? Do people want medals for that? Right? And obviously mine wasn't the most extreme, but my point is, everyone can sit there and pick something that wasn't quite right. Yeah? I didn't come out and my mum didn't put a big fuck off silver spoon right up my arse. I'm not going to cry about it, man. Doesn't it? Again, don't even cross my mind, not interested. Yeah? Everyone on this earth has their own responsibility, to themselves and to others, to get on with it. Yeah? And these guys who are in and out, what are we doing here? What are we trying to be, Mahatma Gandhi? You've been given a chance. It's not the first time. There's nothing we can do for them. Yeah, and believe it or not, the guy I told you got a house, he wasn't even born here. He's from Tanzania. Yeah? It's a whale of a time over here. He don't even want to go back to Tanzania. His parents don't want him over in Tanzania because they said, well, if you come back to Tanzania, then we'll have to pay for you. Better off bumming out over there. So there's a lot of scams going on here. And I'm not with it myself. The guy's alright, but again, it's not the point. Yeah? Bums wind me up when my alarm goes off at 5:15. Not that I particularly hate doing it, but it's not the point. You bumming around and getting in the way. You're not even doing it quietly, keeping your head down. They're making it all about them. Yeah? Scruffs is what you call them. And I'm done with it. And this Burnham sausage, Burnham, whatever his name is. Yeah? Wait there a minute, I've got another bar, wait there.
Now, the Telegraph this morning is reporting that Andy Burnham is prepared to explore every option to keep them behind.
Well, that was it. All these political circus clowns they bring in there, like Burnham. He's supposed to be the Prime Minister. Oh, I'm going to really look hard, guys. Let's see if I can get it done. What's the point? This is how, I told you this years ago. Yeah? Politics is a sigh slop in itself. It gives the illusion that, is some guy going to do something. They've actually got no power to do nothing. Yeah? If I was Prime Minister, the only Prime Minister I'm interested in is someone who says, I say and it is done. Right? That's how it should be. Yeah? And if we don't like what he's saying and what he's doing, we should get rid of him. What's the point getting in there and you can't actually do nothing? They've made it that way. Yeah? Jayocracy isn't real. They tell you what they're doing. And that's why they've released these 5,000. Yeah? They're releasing predators for a reason. To make the streets more degenerate than they already are. There's been loads of cases of it. Nut cases. Super predators released. back into normal population and causing problems. Yeah? Some people it's been a mad thing. Right? Why not buy some land? And just put them over there, and then you know what? If you want to do all this hippie build a jail in the Congo and let them piss around over there, because nobody cares. If you want to release them in the Congo, I wouldn't want them in civil society in the Congo either. Listen, you not seen the Hunger Games? Build a wall, a wire wall, and let them all crack on over there. Give them some potato seeds and let them sustain themselves, is my base case. Or don't, and go hungry. See that? It's one of them ones. Yeah? Simple. Right? And we'll see how tired, I can't get a job. We'll see how you can't get a job when you need to grow your potatoes, Brody. Right? Because it's easy now to say I can't get a job whilst you're sitting there and the pips landing. Right? The rent's paid. I know, but come on. I know loads of fiends sitting there, their rent's paid. I remember having a debate with one of them. Yeah, it don't really make sense for me to work because I lose my benefits. I'm sitting there thinking, this guy's been a bum his whole life. He's just been smoking it. any credits he got, he just smoked them all anyway. Off the foil. Swear down, that's the truth. No cap. Just smoked them all anyway. And that's what, come on. It's not right. Yeah? You fend for yourself. Now, disabled people are different. Legitimate, although even that's a bit of a scam. But no, listen. Real disabled people, we should help. That's a cause we definitely should help. Right? But at the same time, though, someone came to me a few months ago and was like, yeah, you should hop on that PIP thing because I know this guy and he's fine. He's knocking around. They're giving him 600 quid a month just because he went through it. I looked into it. I'm not going to lie. I did look into it, but I thought, nah, I can't do that. That's proper scruffy. I don't even want a free £600. I could use it, yeah, but I'm not going to sit there. I ain't got it in me, right? I'm not that scruffy. I'd rather just work harder if I was going to do that. But that's a documented fact. Yeah? People see opportunities and they scruff max. That's what they do. Yeah? They do, 100%. And it also takes away from people who genuinely need help. Yeah? One of you man told me you had heart failure or something, and it's a proper headache to try and get some PIP. Meanwhile, I know for a fact there's bums knocking around. I mean, I saw one the other day. I did a removals for this Transformer one. Yeah, I'm medically sick and I can't work. You best believe it. Playing video games all night though. You see that there? Oh, I can't sleep at night. You ain't done fuck all day. You've been sleeping, man. Playing video games. Moved fine. Nothing wrong with them. Oh, I've got psychological issues. Yeah? Like I said. Give them some proper work. Give them some proper work to get their teeth into, man. I really believe in that. Which makes sense when we look at the history of humans. I don't believe a caveman was ever depressed. Didn't have no time to. He was too busy working, man. And I can vouch for that myself. I feel the least depressed when I'm physically engaged with my hands and my feet. You ain't got no time. You go in here, you go in there. Where's the depression at? Impossible. It comes from sitting there, sucking this, looking at your phone, clicking this shitty laptop. Yeah? And just bumming around. That's where it comes from, for sure, man. That's what I believe. And that's more time, yeah? You know when you go to a poor country and you see the people around there and everyone says, oh, why is everyone in Britain so miserable? Why is everyone in the West so miserable? But them, man, they got a wood house and they're happy. That's because they're busy, man. Yeah? They're not bumming around. And I know loads of boomers as well who are retired. 25 stone, 50 pills a day, sitting there watching TV, miserable. Look into that, documented, man. I ain't playing. Yeah? The human should work. This whole retirement's a myth as well. I'll tell you that. This whole retire, bro. Retirement's a myth. Humans were made to walk until you fall stone dead. Is my base case, man. Yeah. You have to have a purpose. You have to keep moving. You're not. Oh, I'm gonna retire, bro, and sit and watch TV all day, bro. It never existed, and neither should it exist. Yeah. Never should it exist. Retirement's a myth. Oh, I need to go on 4 cruises a year, bro. Retirement, bro. I'm just telling you what it is, man. That's a narcissistic way of thinking. Yeah? I should have so much that I've earned the right to bum around. And they ain't earned the right. They ain't worked no harder than nobody else. Yeah? They just got put in certain positions and it worked out for them. So now they get to bum around playing golf all day. Yeah? Come on. You see that? While the rest of us have to service them like we're serfs. Yeah? That's not the point though. We can talk about that another day. This one here, get them out of here, man. Yeah? Get them out of here. Sitting here debating, we have to release them, they're full. And the worst thing is, check this, the last thing I'll say. Watch this here. This is how you know it's sinister. The Prime Minister, Andy Burnham, is urged not to change the scheme to stop PC Andrew, so that he's being urged not to change the scheme, i.e. to let them out. Someone is urging the PM not to let them out. No. He's urging them not to change the scheme. The scheme is to release them. So the PM's being urged not to change the scheme, and hence to release them. A manslaughter exemption would mean more releases would be needed within 18 months. So they're saying the prisons are so full, if you don't let these guys out, then it's gonna be even more full. Are you telling me that we've let everybody else out and it's the manslaughterers now? What? Yeah? Andy Burnham has been warned that changing the terms of the prisoners' early release scheme so PC Andrews' killers are kept behind bars would force another spate of early releases before the next general election. Just letting them all out, it's a free-for-all. Yeah? It's a free-for-all, folks. And it's easily solved as well, but they ain't gonna... Listen, like I said, all these guys are plants. They're not looking for no serious solution. Yeah? Give me £1 billion. Not even that. I mean, how much would you need? But however much it is, I'd fix that for good. I reckon they'd be close to 0% reoffending after they've spent a year in the coal mine. Let's not forget, folks. Nothing I'm saying, it's unhumanitarian. People, yeah? It wasn't too long ago. In fact, there might even still be coal mines now. It was only 30 years ago. Being in the coal mine was a good fucking job. So don't tell me, the lefties, the hippies. We can't have them working hard. That was a proper job 30 years ago. So we're not doing that. Oops. Yeah? Get them to the coal mines. Get them to the cobalt mines. Get them to the rare earth mineral mines. That's it. And get them straight. Because I believe you'd have close to 0% reoffending. You wouldn't even need 10 years there. 1 year. I don't even think you need that, but I'd give them 1 year. 1 year sentence in the coal mines and the cobalt mines. And they'd be so square when they got back. Keeping their head down, not making noise, not disturbing the masses. Yeah, they'd be fucking hell. I'll stay right in my box here, because the YB's really got something for me. Yeah? If they didn't have PTSD before, they'll have it now. But this will be good PTSD. This will be let me think about my actions before I end up in the mine again. Yeah? That's the kind of PTSD we want. Thinking before you act. Because right now it's a free-for-all. Every time I see a video from prison, it's a free-for-all. People getting blowies, people smoking spice, people fighting it like animals. Yeah? I don't see nothing bad there. Or they make a video, it's so hard, y'all. It's inhumane, y'all. And I do, to some extent, prison is inhumane. Right? In that sense. Just being locked up all day. I think that's a waste of... What do you call it? A waste of sweat equity. Right? 200-300 years ago, they had a place they could send these ones here. Yeah? It was called Liquint Dicky. That's where they used to send these ones. And that's where we're going to start sending them. Everywhere. I don't care if you're Bangladeshi, white, born here, not born here. You go to the mines if you fuck around more than the first time. Everyone, it should be well understood. Right now, the prison system's opaque. No one really knows, I might get away with that with a slap on the wrist. Yeah, I might get away with it. It's like that kind of mindset. Yeah, I'll go in there and see all my friends and have a great laugh and play fucking table tennis. Seriously, and play pool in there, man. It's a party house in there. I know this. For a fact. He likes it in there. I know this one Don, he likes it in there. That's not even a joke. That's a fact. He goes, at least I know where I get my free square meals from. There's a few guys I know in there. Listen, he's been in and out 10 times over the last 15 years. And he's been more in than out. Is that not the definition of loving it? Yeah? I'd give him something to love. Right? He'd love that axe like you wouldn't believe, man. You see that there? He'd have a love-hate relationship with that axe. That axe will bring him salvation. In that mine. And that's all we can do. It's the best we can do for these men. Whatever they've been doing for the last 30 years, prisoner population's going through the roof. It ain't helping. And what we see on the streets as well. I've got more videos coming soon. Just jackasses. Yeah? Normal people driving around, and you got some mutt undoing his bike off the back of his car, trying to nick it. And it's all funny, he's all laughing. I've got something for them. Yeah? And I'd love anyone to tell me differently. I've really got something for him. You got a normal man going to where he's going with his bike, and you got a scruff on an e-bike trying to undo it. And then the culture as well. Younger people are, oh, bro, that's really edgy, bro. They're kind of like, yeah, like, I don't know. It's like that drill culture. Scruff. Yeah? And I can just see them as well. I see them I feel like the agent from Matrix. You know when he says the filth? You know when he's talking about humans? That's how I feel when I see these scruffs everywhere on the internet. I'll just get rid of a lot of them and give them a good idea, and you come back and you'll be there forever. I don't want your lot hanging around here, man. You make everything look scruffy. Yeah, you bring the place down. Just a bunch of bums and scruffs. Seriously. Running around nicking phones and that out of people's hands. Like it's a video game. Right? I don't even think you go jail for that, you know. I've seen videos of guys driving around on e-bikes, picking phones out of people's hands. And it's all a big laugh. I'm sorry. I wouldn't even mind if some of these guys were doing things like, I don't know, sticking it to the man, and they set up some... Listen, back in the day, you know when people used to rob banks, right? And it was like a proper coup, and they'd set it all up. Listen, if you're going to do it, that's how you should do it, right? If you was going to do it. These days, the scruffs oppress other bottom feeders. That's what I can't get with. Listen, if you're running a coup on some big corporation, if you had to do a crime, okay, yeah. I mean, have at it. Allegedly, now I think you should follow the law, but come on, yeah. But these days, these scammers and that, they got in my shit as well. They dug the shit out of my pockets, man. Got me for too large. Just digging in there, man. Right? You see what I mean? Just taking the piss. Because they're scruffy. Yeah? And they're scared to death of a proper day's work. So get rid of a lot of them, is my base case. And don't release any of them back to society. And damn sure don't fill them with houses that we could all use. Yeah? No doubt. Anyway. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. Hit the hype button as well. And I'll catch you, man, on the flip, Johnny. Bye.